Welcome once again. We're coming to you from St. George's Hotel in Irene in Pretoria, and this is where the 12th ANC Women's League conference is taking place. And in July, the president of the league announced that she was happy with the work of the Provincial General Councils and the National Working Committees. And now we're here and the conference is taking place. Minister Motshega, welcome to Morning Live and thanks for talking to us.
Good morning and thank you very much for having me.
Traditionally, when you have the conference, you speak, giving the report back, and then the president of the country comes through to address the women. But today, he is also supposed to be in Parliament. How are we going to work that out?
No, we've agreed with his office and with him that as soon as he's finished with Parliament, he'll come and address conference. So he will have plenary, we'll still be in plenary in the evening. So he'll come and address us in the evening.
3,000 delegates coming through today. How has that process been of trying to get the conference to begin?
It's a long process. It's a long process which doesn't take you less than 8 months to go through, because you first have to audit all your branches to check if they're in good standing, and you send independent auditors who have to check your books, to check whether the organization has been meeting the requirements, not only the statistics, but they've been meeting, they've been to the general meeting. After auditing those branches, you have to verify them. If indeed, then you get a team to come and do verification. And then you have to make sure after you've completed the audit, you verified, then they have to meet formally again in branches that really do qualify. Then what they have to do, they have to nominate who the candidate is to come and represent them here, give that person a mandate as to who that person should choose for them. So after that branch process, then you have to go to a Provincial General Council, where in the Provincial General Councils, provinces then have to again meet and consolidate their nominations. And as I say, it's a long process because it involves also just technical issues and also political issues.
And it's a big conference, and the policy statements that you've put out are really commendable. But there's this concern that they look great on paper, but the women within the mother body don't have that much lobbying strength. What's your response to that?
This mic.
In terms of getting decisions, because you've got your own mic on you.
No, it can't be far from the truth. The mere fact that ourselves as a country, or even as an organization, in the 86 members of the ANC, there's 46 of us. It's not an easy feat to be 50% of a political structure. There's no structure in this country that has the capacity. For the mere fact that as a country we're second in the number of parliament, it can't be far from that. So we don't have to go to the media and say this is what we're doing. We know how to work within the ANC. We lobby and we get our decisions. We fail sometimes to win. We didn't manage to get 40% of 50% of premiers, but we battled to say then, which means all speakers must be women. And that doesn't come on the platter. We also have to lobby using the correct structures and the correct processes of the organization.
Sake, the sentiment within the league that the next country, the president of the country should be a woman. How seriously is that discussion being taken within the African National Congress?
And I'm quite glad that the country is ready for that. It's a sentiment, and I think it's something which has been flagged mostly by the media. And I think our structures are receiving it. But what also you fail to admit is that twice we've had women deputy ministers, presidents. We had Phumzile Ngcuka as a deputy president. You don't seem want to celebrate that. We had Baleka Mbete as a deputy president. So we had speakers of parliament, speaker after speaker, being women. Those are also senior positions, and those we celebrate, and we really should not be fixated to one position and undermine the fact that we've made victories in other areas.
But as the president of the league, how does it make you feel when there is a concern that women who are trying to come up the ranks within the ANC Women's League and within the ANC are apparently, some call it the pull her down syndrome? Does it exist?
Can be true. I mean, the mere fact that you see so many flourishing young women like yourselves and everybody else flourishing, all of us, not only as the league, all of us as women activists, we should really be proud that we've really made strides. We've made inner humble efforts. We failed where we failed, but we succeeded to a very large extent. The pull down syndrome is in the league, I think I'm told it's an international phenomenon where women, and normally victims, have this hate a culture which all the time we have to conscientize people, even poor people. Sometimes find them pulling other people, poor people down, respecting rich people. So it's a victim syndrome which you really have to work on. And I must say in the ANC, because indeed it's a progressive organization where all the time we struggle to liberate ourselves mentally and emotionally. It's very rare, but it's not as if it's a big issue that even warrants.
It's a concerted effort.
No.
It's a leadership conference, and there are chances that you might not be here at the end. What do you think are your chances? And also, if you were to say, this is my legacy, I mean, when people think of you, they think education and the strides that have been made there. But if one were to think of Angie Motshega's legacy within the ANC Women's League, what would you say stands out for you?
For me, what stands out for our term of office, because it's not Angie Motshega alone, it's building solid structures on the ground that can take up campaigns. Because it doesn't have to fly in the air and make big statements, and you find that you don't have feet to run. All the time we concentrated on making sure that we have structures which have integrity, which can take up any program. Because what was important for us is that people that we need to serve are in communities. So we have to build solid community structures.
We're tight for time. Quickly, okay. What to expect for the conference for the next few days?
For the next few days, today is going to be plenary all day. So it's all political speech, and tomorrow is commissions, and then the last day is going to be, again, plenary where we adopt resolutions.
The president of the ANC Women's League, Ms. Angie Motshega, who's also the Minister of Education. Let's go back to Valen in Johannesburg.